horror movies aren't always meant to be a pleasant experience. There are some truly disturbing and twisted films that even the most seasoned enthusiasts would struggle to sit through. They will leave viewers questioning the sanity of the filmmaker and leave them with no desire to revisit them. Number 10. Midsommar. The movie was released in 2019. This movie's IMDb rating is 7.1 and 83% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. If we talk about the story of this movie, several friends tour to Northern Europe to study as anthropologists at a Swedish summer carnival that's held every 90 times in the small old country of one of them. What should hold lived a fantastic holiday in a location where the sun never sets, gradationally turn into dark agony as the mysterious residents invite them to share in their awkward festive activities. You can watch this movie on Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix. Number 9. Hereditary. The movie was released in 2018. This movie's IMDb rating is 7.3 and 90% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. If we talk about the movie, when Ellen, the dowager of the Graham family, passes down, her daughter's family begins to unravel cryptic and decreasingly intimidating secrets about their strain. The further they discover, they find themselves trying to overrun the minatory fate they feel to have inherited. You can watch this movie on Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix. Number 8. The Innocents. The movie was released in 2021. This movie's IMDb rating is 7.0 and 96% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. In this movie, 4 children grow friends during the summer holidays, and out of the company of the grown-ups, they discover they've secreted powers. While researching their newfound abilities in the near woods and playgrounds, their innocent play takes a dark amble and strange effects begin to go on. You can watch this movie on Prime Video. Number 7. Goodnight Mommy. The movie was released in 2014. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.7 and 85% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The film follows the complex relationship between twin boys, and they are now replaced from the sick mommy in a big isolated house. The boys commence questioning the lady's identity, accepting that she is not the same person as the one who came to surgery, and so wondering if she's their real mommy. You can watch this movie on Prime Video. Number 6. The Witch. The movie was released in 2015. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.9 and 90% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie is set in mid-17th century New England and tells the story of a Puritan family banished from the land of God. Soon after, their infant child vanishes into thin air, and other unforeseen and grievous calamities strike. You can watch this movie on Prime Video. Number 5. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The movie was released in 1974. This movie's IMDb rating is 7.4 and 88% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The film is grounded on the true novella of Ed Gein. One at a time, the teens are murdered by the ghoulish Leatherface in horrible habits. Sally presently finds herself an unwilling visitor at Leatherface's home. Can she escape the demented cannibal and his chainsaw? You can watch this movie on Prime Video. Number 4. Host. The movie was released in 2020. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.5 and 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. 6 friends hire a midpoint to grip a seance via Zoom during the lockdown. But they learn far else than they dealt with as things fast get on wrong. When an evil spirit starts raiding their houses, they begin to catch on they might not survive the night. You can watch this movie on Prime Video and Netflix. Number 3. Sinister. The movie was released in 2012. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.8 and 63% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Ellison Oswalt is a crime writer who moves his family into a house where the previous owners were murdered. He discovers a box of home movies containing footage of murders and becomes obsessed with the films. However, something is waiting inside which may lead him to unfortunate consequences. You can watch this movie on Prime Video and Netflix. Number 2. Speak No Evil. The movie was released in 2022. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.6 and 84% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. A Danish family visits a Dutch family they chanced on a vacation. What existed supposed to live an idyllic weekend slowly starts raveling as the Danes test to stay civil in the face of unpleasantness. You can watch this movie on Prime Video. Number 1. Annihilation. The movie was released in 2018. This movie's IMDb rating is 6.8 and 88% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Kane is missing in action, presumed dead, and his wife Lena is grieving. Unprecedented phenomenon in the swamplands of Florida will soon have her following in his footsteps. What kind of startling biological transmutations lurk behind this kaleidoscope of horrors? You can watch this movie on Prime Video and Netflix. These movies are arranged by me, but if you don't like them, then you can comment on your own arranged movies.